Hello everyone, welcome to Sweetie Speaks official YouTube channel. Today we are at day 53 of 111 days verification challenge. We are going to focus on topic messaging and BFM. BFM stands for bus functional models. The skill set which you are going to learn is Verilog and RTL design. Let's see today's question. You need to write a code to generate constrained random numbers in Verilog. In case you don't know, there is a concept called as randomization. I had created a detailed series on randomization. A complete series is available on System Verilog randomization. If you have not gone through, you can go through that. That series is available in same YouTube channel, Sweetie Speaks Official. So in case you don't know about constraint randomization, you can go through that series in detail. A lot of concepts are explained. And then write a code to generate the constraint random numbers in Verilog. The second question is, when you do constraint randomization, you expect certain range of values to be covered. How can you be sure that when you are doing this constraint randomization, you have covered all the values which you want to cover in the particular range, and you want to cover these values without repetition in cyclic random fashion? You don't want that repetition that repetition should happen until all the values are covered. The repetition should not happen, so that's why you need to cover all these values without repetition in cyclic random fashion. Cyclic randomization also we have explained, it's a RAND-C. That concept also we have explained in System Verilog randomization series. And you need to create a code to generate this constraint random stimulus which covers all the values without repetition in cyclic random fashion, and write the code in Verilog. Write the code and execute it and see if your values are really getting generated without repetition and you are covering all the values. The next question is, you need to write a code to change the sequence of constraint random stimulus. The sequence in which stimulus is generated, that you need to change. The next question is, you need to explain what is weighted random stimulus with an example. Next is, what metrics can you use to define the completeness of random stimulus? You are creating the random stimulus, but is it complete to test your design? How can you know that? The next question is, you need to explain some stimulus generation techniques when stimulus is not reproducible using BFM. You want to reproduce certain stimulus, but it is not getting reproduced using your BFM. BFM is bus functional model. So if it is not getting reproduced, then what are some other stimulus generation techniques which you can use? Explain that with the help of coding examples in Verilog. Next question is, what is SDF back annotation and how can you implement it in Verilog test bench? Then what is the difference between unit delay and full timing simulations? I have a scenario in which your gate level simulation is not passing because some test is hanging. What are the key points which you can look for while debug? How can you start debugging this scenario where your gate level simulation is hanging because some tests are hanging in your gate level simulation? Your gate level simulation is not passing. Then we have a coding problem. You need to use a synchronous FSM approach and design a circuit that takes a single bit stream as input. This is a single bit input. The name of input is in, a single bit input. And the output is match. Output is also one bit, you can say match. It can be either 0 or 1. And this match is asserted high only when you have detected the pattern 0, 1, 0, 1. It means when you are getting this last one bit of this pattern 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, at this point your output match should be 1. It means before this one, you have already received in the previous inputs were 1 0 1 0, and now you are receiving 1. It means you have already detected a match. So only that time your output match should be 1. There is also a reset pin which initializes the circuit synchronously. You are doing initialization for the circuit with the help of reset pin, and input pin clock is also used to clock the circuit. Apply the constraint random stimulus to the design for verification. So you need to create this sequence detector, I'll call it sequence detector circuit, which will detect your sequence 10101. And once your sequence is detected, the output match is 1. And once you design the circuit, you also need to create constraint random stimulus. So, and test your design. Some random stimulus you will give, and you will test that whenever you are getting this pattern, is the match output really coming as 1 or not. Solve all these questions today, and tomorrow I am going to see you for day 54 challenge. Thank you.